Human fighter. Small city constable. Has a stunning arrest record and punishes every misdemeanor, no matter how small. One day, a female half-elf con artist comes into town and starts scamming a few people out of their coin. He tries to arrest her, but through impressive trickery and guile, she slips through his fingers. He can't take that one of his targets managed to get away, and 2 weeks later resigns from his post, gathers together what gold he can, and sets off to track her down and bring her to justice himself, vigilante style. He ends up banding together with other adventurers who have their own personal goals and vendettas. Picks up the half-elf's trail, but every town and city he tracks her to is rife with lawlessness, and by the time he's finished cleaning them up, she's disappeared again. She starts seeing it as a game and lets him get closer every time. A glimpse of her hair disappearing around a corner. A quick smile from a face in the crowd. A note with a riddle revealing where she's going. One night, the party is infiltrating a local noble's party for information on his possible links to a crime syndicate. The fighter gets distracted by a masked noblewoman who starts talking to him. Despite his best efforts to remain stoic, he's charmed by her, and for the first time in months, he drops his stony facade, relaxes, and just has fun. One thing leads to another, and the two end up leaving the party early, hiring a room in a nearby tavern and sleeping together. Next morning, he wakes up and sees the woman is gone with a note where she had laid. It's written in the same handwriting as the con artist half-elf, telling him to chase her again, with a small heart signed at the bottom. The fighter realizes he's been tricked, but instead of raging, as before, he laughs and is almost excited to begin the chase anew. He sets off again after gushing to the rest of the party about her, who are perplexed at his sudden change in demeanor. He starts smiling more, letting small misdemeanors slide if they're justified, and helping people out not just because of the law, but because it's the right thing to do. The party combats the crime syndicate even more, who now see the party as a threat to their organization. The half-elf con artist, who has links to the syndicate, leaves the party clues to evade assassins sent after them. The fighter tracks her down a few more times. Each time, he learns a little more about her, and they grow closer before she disappears in a puff of smoke. Eventually, shit goes down, and the party manage to track down the criminal organization's headquarters. It's a tough fight, but together they all manage to kill the crime boss and his lieutenants, leaving the small fry leaderless and effectively destroying the organization. In the aftermath of the fight, they find the half-elf rummaging through the headquarters vault, hoping to use her knowledge of the upcoming raid as a distraction to make her biggest score yet. She freezes before putting her hands forward, resigned to her fate, and expecting to finally be arrested. The fighter reaches behind his back and, instead, offers her a wedding ring and asks her to marry him. She's shocked before laughing and accepting, and the two of them embrace one another and kiss. The fighter uses the money he made adventuring to open his own tavern, and every year for their anniversary, she'll run off, and he'll give her a day's head start before chasing after her.